I was just getting ready to record this little promo video for our next NCST class, and I thought, let's just go live and see if anybody's hanging around and has a few minutes and wants to tag along and see if you have any questions. So if you happen onto this and want to ask any questions about NCST, if you're on YouTube or Facebook, I can see your comments in the chat. I'd be happy to interact with you just for a few minutes. So if you are unfamiliar with NCST, let me just first tell you we are the New Covenant School of Theology. And it's basically a seminary, a pastoral training program, but we have a lot of lay leaders and just Christians that want to dive deeper. So we'd love for you to come. Let me show you what the website looks like and show you how this would work if you are interested in taking a class. So let me just pull over here. Here's our main New Covenant School of Theology.org. Yes, it's a long URL. But just do it once and bookmark it and you're good to go. New Covenant School of Theology.org. Here's the homepage. And if you would like to see an example of one of our classes, you can just click right here on this. And let me see, I'm not sure if that sends the sound through to you or not. But anyway, this is what the class looks like. I will pause that in case that's obnoxious for you. Anyway, so here's our website. If you click on courses right here, this page kind of serves double duty. On the one hand, it has a listing of all of our courses and a brief description of each of them. But it also serves kind of as the dashboard for students. So if you haven't signed up, here's the place to go, courses. And then if you're going to take it for credit, you would click here, and that'll give you the opportunity to pay via PayPal. Or if you want to audit, then you can click here. It'll also take you to PayPal, and you can audit that way. If you have not applied, then the first thing you'd want to do is click Apply Today. That takes you to a very short online application. We will get that and get back to you and then set you up, and then you would come back here and you would proceed as we're following. So if you have paid, then you will come back to this same page, and I'm going to log in, which you will have done if you once you pay. I'm going to log in and show you what it looks like after you have access to the course. So you've paid, you come back to the page, hit courses here, come back to the same place, and now you can see all of these things are highlighted in green, so you can click on them. So if you decide to audit, you would come back here to this and click Zoom link and videos, and it'll take you to this page where you can get access to the Zoom meeting every night that we have courses, but class will be right here. As you can see, this is still set up for the previous class, but I wanted to give you a sense. And then we also post the videos of each class right here, so you can go back and watch them. If you miss one, you can go back and catch up, and that's kind of how that works. So let me take you back to the courses page. For the credit students, you have the same thing. Click on Zoom link and videos, takes you to a very similar page where you have your access to the Zoom meetings as well as videos of any classes that you missed. And then here's also where you can find the different modules as we work through the course. So our courses are block courses. So we meet Monday and Tuesday nights, 5:30 to 8:30. So 3-hour chunks, Monday and Tuesday night. And here's week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. And this is also where you upload your assignments and that kind of thing. So for everybody, I wanted to just give you a little overview of what this next course is going to be. It starts January 3rd, as you can see right here, and it's called Church Life and Worship. And we're going to dive into things like, what is worship? You know, we use the term worship all the time as almost a synonym for music, what we sing on Sunday mornings, or sometimes it broadens out to the service on Sunday morning. But biblically, there's a couple different words that are translated worship, and neither of them correspond exactly to what we call worship. So we will dive in and look at what does the scripture say about corporate worship when we gather together, and also what does the Bible say about our individual worship. So we spend some time there. We talk about fellowship and edification. We talk about baptism in this course. We discuss why do some folks baptize infants? Why do some traditions practice what we call paedo baptism? Why do some practice what we call believers baptism or credo baptism? So we dive into that pretty extensively. So if you're unfamiliar with why there's this diverse view of baptizing infants or not baptizing infants, then you might find this course edifying for you. We talk about the Lord's Supper. And are these things considered sacraments in the Bible? What is a sacrament? Why do some people call them sacraments? Some call them ordinances. And what does the scripture say about the Lord's Supper? Some churches practice what they call closed communion, where you have to be a member of the church to participate. Others have what they call an open table. Any believer can participate. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about church discipline. This is just not something that's practiced very much today, but it needs to be. It is clearly taught in the scripture, and it's one of the reasons we have a pretty weak church, generally speaking, worldwide, is because churches don't practice church discipline. On the other hand, I've heard of cases where it's practiced in a way that I would say is maybe too stringent or based on unbiblical principles. So we talk about that. Talk about spiritual gifts, evangelism, missions, and then very practically local church administration and ministry programs. And then finally, we talk about things that must be held tenaciously and things that should be held loosely. Some things are non-negotiable. We talk about cultural trends, all that kind of thing. So it's a fun class for anyone who is in church leadership, thinking about church leadership, or just simply is interested in how the church is to live and function together. That's what we go through in this course. So again, it starts on January 3rd, 2022, not that far away. And that's Monday to Tuesday nights, 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. That's Mountain Standard Time. I'll add that to this. If you can't make it to each meeting, each class, then like I said, we do record them and you can catch up a little bit later. 2 required books for this course are Worship by the Book, a book edited by D.A. Carson, and then a great book by David Peterson called Engaging with God. So there you go. I wanted to just give you a little overview of what this course is going to be. And if you are interested, we would love for you to sign up. Again, go to newcovenantschooloftheology.org and apply or sign up, and we'd love to have you. And if you have any questions, feel free to fire them away at us. You can comment or chat on this video, and we will see that and get back to you. Or you can send us an email at info@crosstocrown.org, or find some other way to get a hold of us. It's great to talk to you, and we'd love to see you part of New Covenant School of Theology.